In part 2 of this series, we'll be looking at the weak form of the argument. Premise 1, polygynous relationships are conducive to marital strife. Premise 2, strife is haram in Islamic law. Premise 3, Allah should not allow something which is conducive towards that which is haram. The conclusion then follows that Allah should have prohibited polygyny in the Quran. Now, I've already demonstrated in part 1 of this video that there was a significant amount of strife within the marital relationships of Muhammad. So I'm not going to rehash that, but I will cover one particular of the first premise. If one wants to reject the strong form of the argument and doesn't want to say that polygynous relationships necessarily lead to the strife prohibited in Islamic law, then one must at least concede that they maximize the potential for the same. Since strife could not have been prevented in Muhammad's marital relationships, or surely he would have prevented it, then the tendency towards strife must be at least extremely high. If polygynous relationships were the impetus for only a small amount of strife between the partners involved, then surely this small amount of strife could have been avoided in Muhammad's situation. So, polygynous relationships maximize the propensity towards strife at least to such a degree that it was unavoidable for Muhammad and his wives. Premise 2 is well known and was already supported in part 1 in the strong form of the argument. Premise 3, Allah should not allow something which is conducive towards that which is haram. Muhammad said, the halal is clear and the haram is clear, and in between them there are some things that are doubtful. Thus, whoever avoids the doubtful safeguards his religion and honor, but one who engages in the doubtful falls in the haram. This has been codified in Islamic law as, whatever is conducive to the haram is itself haram. Conclusion, Allah should have prohibited polygyny in the Quran. The conclusion then for both the strong and weak form of the arguments is that polygynous relationships should have been prohibited in the Quran. However, they are not. Therefore, the Quran is in error on the issue of polygynous relationships.